Welcome back, true believers. Elite Legend is back at you with another Marvel Legend action figure review. Today we're taking a look at a figure that I've been sitting on for quite a while. Haven't had the strength to unbox them, but I've been doing my push-ups. Elite Legend's been pumping up, my testosterone's up, and today I'm ready to crack this bad boy open. This is part of the Spider-Man vintage wave. You see here, you see the back of the package. If you want to pause it and take a look at it, let's take a look at the front of the package. And this is a beautiful figure. It's supposed to be inspired by the animated series, but this is basically a first appearance Kingpin. Normally, I don't show myself opening figures up, but today's going to be a special occasion. I am not a mint-on card collector. I like to let my figures breathe. I had a hard time opening this one because while I do plan on getting a second pack, I wanted to open this once I had a second box because the card on this is pristine, but I could wait no longer. I'm going to go ahead and open this bad boy up. But first, I want to give you guys a glimpse of truly how big this box is. Here we see a Spider-Man vintage wave figure, and here we see the Kingpin. Now, without further ado, let's break this bad boy open. I hate doing this, but you gotta go. Oops. Way back in the summer of 1967, July to be exact, the United States was at war. Frankie Valli had the #1 hit in the country. The Doors were still pumping out music. Jimi Hendrix was still alive. And Stan Romita Jr. and Stan Lee lit everybody's fire by introducing the Kingpin during issue number 50 of The Amazing Spider-Man. Now, while Elite Legend likes to ball on a budget, I don't have the first appearance of Kingpin. I do, however, have issue 197, as you can see, the Kingpin laying the smackdown on Spidey. For about 14 years, the Kingpin terrorized the Amazing Spider-Man and on occasion Captain America. It wasn't until 1981 that the Kingpin came face to face with Daredevil. Now, Elite Legend doesn't have that issue. Issue number 170 to be exact, from May of 1981. I do, however, have issue number 206, and here you can see his cane, and you can see him rocking that ascot. So here we see the Kingpin comes with an additional head. He has a battle-damaged head after tangling with Matt Murdock. We see the neutral head. We see his pimp cane. He has a pinky ring. One thing that I would have liked to see would be some pinstripes, but I am satisfied with this figure. As my boy Eazy-E once said, if you don't know where you've come from, you don't know where you're going. So here we see the very first Marvel Legend Kingpin. This is from the Face Off series, and this is actually a figure that I broke way back when Elite Legend first started doing reviews. As you see, he has the detachable head feature. But I love this figure. This will always have a special place in my heart. I broke this when I was reviewing the Kingpin Build-A-Figure that came out a year or so ago. So let's compare these two really quickly. He did come with an additional head, but he's somewhere in the fodder bin. And we see, right off the bat, you see the different colors in the pimp sticks. This one is brown, this one is black. This one is a little bit older Kingpin. As you can see, he has gray eyebrows. And if you look under the pants, you can see that the carpet does match the eyebrows. That might be an Elite Legend exclusive, though. Before we take a look at Kingpin next to some of his main adversaries, this is an additional Kingpin Build-A-Figure that I collected just for the purposes of doing a Shadow King custom. This hand here is from a Monster Venom figure, Build-A-Figure that I never finished. So I figured I'd use this hand for the Shadow King. And the Shadow King head came in the Professor X Rider series. Really like this figure. One of my favorite features is that jizz effect. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at Kingpin next to some of his main adversaries. I promise we're going to take a look at Kingpin's adversaries, but I wanted to show you a cool little Kitbash that I did. So this is the Joe Fix-It Build-A-Figure Hulk. Elite Legend ended up with 2 of them, so I think I'm going to run with this as an alternate attire Kingpin. I know a lot of people have been putting the Apocalypse head on there, but I'm not a fan of modern comics, so that extra Joe Fixit Build-A-Figure is going to be an extra Kingpin in a blue suit. Looks very cool. As promised, here is Kingpin next to some of his main adversaries and his chief assassin, Bullseye. We see Captain America, Armored Daredevil, Classic Daredevil, The Punisher, and the Amazing Spider-Man. So now I have 2 Kingpins in my collection. One of them is going in the Spider-Man shelf, one of them is going in the Daredevil shelf. If you can only have 1 Kingpin, I definitely recommend this Kingpin. I prefer this to the Build-A-Figure, but Elite Legend has to have them all. You gotta collect them all. So let me know in the comments below. Do you have this Kingpin? Are you getting them? What do you feel about this Kingpin? Do you consider him to be a Daredevil villain, or do you consider him to be a Spider-Man villain? Make sure you like this video. Make sure you drop a comment. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Share this video. Check out my other Marvel Legend videos. And until next time, make mine Marvel. Before I put you in the detox,